तले श्रीमती भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी नित्य नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य दशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासति गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। सो आई विल ट्राई, मैं कोशिश करूँगा विदाउट हारमोनियम का। हम लोग बहुत डिपेंड है हारमोनियम से, ऐसा से नॉट क्वालिफाइड। हम हमेशा किसी हारमोनियम का संग लेकर उनके एसोसिएशन के माध्यम से कीर्तन करते हैं। बट प्लीज इफ आई गो आउट ऑफ ट्यून फॉरगिव मी। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम Not required, that's okay. Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. It's okay. No need. It's okay. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. All together, okay, Surme. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Sure?
Yes.
I'll try and with this one. Oh. I don't know. Yeah, how? जो भी मूड में ठीक है. Yeah, can you change the
tone?
just can we change the no, it's a different sound coming. I guess. ठीक है.
That's hard part. No.
ठीक है. This one. ठीक है जो भी है कृष्णा के सेवा में. हरे कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे राम हरे राम राम हरे हरे बोलिए हरे कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा डबल हरे राम हरे राम राम हरे हरे डबल हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे उसी स्वर में हरे रामा, वेरी नाइस, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे, ऊंची आवाज में, हरे रामा राम हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, बोलो हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. More fast. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nitai Gaura Haribo, 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 Nitai Gaura Haribo. Nitai Gaura Haribo, 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 Haribo. All together. ठीक है, सब मिलके. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Once more, very nicely and loudly. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shri Hari Nam Sankirtan ki Shri Prabhupada ki jai.
His Divi Govind Prabhuji ki. Let us chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra to welcome and thank Divi Govind Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Thank you very much, Prabhuji, for a surprise visit. And we are hoping that you can come some other time as well, Prabhuji, in the year. We want to have a lot of Sankirtan, Kirtan with you.
Sure, Prabhuji, I'm at your service anytime.
Prabhu, you say that, but you don't come. You have to come, Prabhu. Please. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. So we are very fortunate today to have His Grace Ojasvi Prabhu and Her Grace Ojaswini Mataji as well, his wife, from Melbourne. They have arrived here for 3-4 days. And thank you to Sadashiv Prabhu and Shleta Mataji for organizing this home program so that we can hear from him. Prabhuji is a very dynamic leader in ISKCON Melbourne. As you know, Melbourne is like one of the ideal projects outside of India, where the congregation is growing like multifold. So, in the last 2-3 years, Prabhuji is actually also part of this Bhakti Vriksha board in Melbourne, and under this leadership of the Bhakti Vriksha board, and including Prabhuji's leadership, so the Bhakti Vrikshas there, they have grown from 5 Bhakti Vrikshas to 30 Bhakti Vrikshas now every week. And there, the Bhakti Vrikshas are not like our Wellington Bhakti Vrikshas, which are 40, 50 devotees. They have 80 to 100 devotees like in each program. So it is such a wonderful atmosphere. And I'm very sure that Srila Prabhupada would be very pleased with this preaching activities which are happening in Melbourne. So we are very grateful to hear from Prabhuji. Prabhuji is very practical. So today he had chosen a topic which is like we hear a lot of devotional topics, spiritual topics, but at the same time, how to balance everything in our life and how to plan our life in a way that we can also progress spiritually. So his topic is a plan on a page. So he's going to teach us how to plan our life and just with making a plan on a single page. So that is what he's going to talk about. Very practical, very useful for all of us. So, and he's going to cover many aspects of our life, including our devotional, our financial, and many other things. So we will hear from him. So let us welcome Prabhuji by loudly chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Amrish Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So thank you, Amrish Maharaj, for the kind words. When seniors like him speak, it is not an introduction, but it is an instruction. So whatever he has said, I hope one day I can live up to what you have just said. I'm practicing what he's saying because of his because of his glorious. Okay. I think. Hare Krishna. One second. All right. While we are setting it up, I'll request everybody to come 6 to 7 steps closer. It's a TV presentation, and Mataji has fed me very nicely, so I'm not going to eat anybody. Aage aa jaiye as much as possible. And I'll offer a small prayer, and if we can all repeat the prayer together. Om Ajnanaatirimrandasya Jnananjala Shalakaya Chashkur Ulumantena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupam Kadamayam Dadanti Swapadantikam Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Shrimati Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Itanamine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharani Nirveshesha Shunyavadi Paschata Deshatarani Mukhum Karoti Vachalam Pangam Langayate Girim Yat Kripataham Vande Shri Guru Dinatarinam. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Louder. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So thank you all for assembling over here. My special thank to Sadashiv Prabhu and Mataji. Thank you all for hosting and welcoming the devotees. They say small minds discuss people. Average mind discuss events, and great minds discuss wisdom. So we have a choice in our life. Do we want to be small, medium, or average, or do we want to be great? And to be great, we have to have a good plan to be great. Greatness doesn't come by accident. Greatness has to be achieved. It is not just received. So to do anything in life, मेहनत करनी पड़ती है ना? We have to plan a life in such a way that we, no matter wherever we are, but we can be where we want to be. So, as Prabhu mentioned in our discussion, that we are not going to speak about pure philosophy. Today we are going to speak on very practically कि जीवन जिया कैसे जा सकता है. How to live a life in a very practical way, not just in a philosophical way. And for this, I have personally followed two tools, I call it. One is a daily planner, apna dincharya, how to plan it. And then how to plan life, which is plan on a page, which is spiritual life, relationships, wealth, career, health, everything जो day to day life में हमें चीज़ों की ज़रूरत होती है, how to achieve that. Is everybody okay with Hindi and English or only Sanskrit? Hindi English चलेगा ना थोड़ा, है ना? Okay, right. So one of the most important things in a life is time, right? I'm a Gujarati. Prabhu didn't mention that. So for a Gujarati, is money important or time important? Money. For a Gujarati, money is important. Correct. So for Gujarati, money is important. And for most of the people, money is important. But if I ask a question, what is more important between money and time? Loudly. Time. What do we waste more, money or time? Time. If you ask someone, Prabhu, can I have $500 donation? तो फर्स्ट चीज पूछोगे क्यों चाहिए. बट किसी को बोलोगे चलो आधा घंटा बातें करते हैं, क्रिकेट देखते हैं, मूवी देखते हैं, घंटे पे घंटे निकल जाते हैं. सो टू स्पेंड टाइम वी डोंट इवन थिंक ट्वाइस, बट टू स्पेंड मनी we think so deeply, right? How to have this conversely? How do we change our consciousness where we are spending time more wisely than ever? More wisely than ever, because that is the only thing which is limited. Everything else is fixed, right? पैसा जितना आने वाला है उतना आने वाला है, कुछ कर नहीं पाओगे. So how do we maximize our time in a more practical and pragmatic way, right? Every Chanakya Pandit says every moment of a life cannot be returned by millions of gold coin. Prabhupada writes in the purport. Steve Jobs at the age of 51, where he had billions of dollars, he said, I cannot buy my health back. In his autobiography, he has written that. So most of the time, we have so much of time, but we don't maximize the potential of the time very wisely. And we don't maximize the potential very wisely because we lack clarity. We lack a vision and we lack a mission. Is this right? Are you all with me? Right? This, I don't want this to be a very monologue type of thing कि मैं आके कुछ बोल के जा रहा हूँ और चले जा रहा हूँ प्रसादम खाने के बाद. I'll have prasadam. I want to have more of an interaction. Let's have a dialogue. If you think something is not right, let's have an interaction. I want this to be a very interactive session because I want you to take something out of this which you can apply into your life. Typically क्या होता है? Information, no transformation. But today what we want to do is whatever we listen, if you can take 5%, 10%, 20% and apply in your life, it will change your life. That is for sure. That will change your life. Coming back to time, His Holiness Radhana Swami Maharaj beautifully mentioned once. He says, free time is not an opulence. Free time is danger. Who would like to explain what Maharaj just mentioned? What does it mean? Free time is not an opulence. It is a danger. Why? Why did Maharaj mention this? Anybody? Yes, Mataji. Aapka naam? Aparna Mataji, please.
Krishna, Prabhuji, welcome. I guess free mind is dangerous.
Free time.
Free time, sorry.
Mind is also dangerous.
Free time is dangerous because our mind needs to be engaged in some kind of service. So free mind, you can do anything. So you don't know how to utilize your time.
Okay.
So that is dangerous, which is not a luxury for me, but that's what I'm saying from my experience.
Jai. Thank you. Thank you, Aparna Mataji. Yes, Prabhuji.
I think mostly we'll tend to do sense gratification.
Yes. There are three sorry. Thank you.
That's our main thing. We try to utilize all our free time.
Default position. Thank you. Yes. Anybody else? Why Maharaj says free time is not an opulence? Yes, Mataji, Aparna. Sudhar.
I think with the technology available and very easily available is like mobile, like even a few minutes of free time you have, I will just go through this quickly. But one click is leading to multiple clicks, which we are not aware of.
Jai.
So that's easily waste of time and it may lead to danger and totally takes us away from the spiritual things which we want to be spending our time on.
Jai. Thank you. Thank you. All the answers are right. Yes.
After spending, if you have free time, then you say, first thing, what can I do now?
Yes.
So with an unconfused situation, you actually become more dull,
Hmm.
lazy, and then instead of productive, the time makes you more dull.
Thank you. All the answers. Yes, last. Lucky last.
Free time is boring in our life. Boring.
Free time is boring. Yes. Thank you. Very nice. Free time, where does it come from? Free time comes from an unplanned life. Free time comes from an unplanned day. When you have a planned day, then there's no free time. But when you plan your day, which is packed with services, then there is no time for free. Right? इंडिया में बड़ा फेमस डायलॉग है, क्या कर रहे हो? टाइम पास. ये सुना होगा ना? What are you doing? Time pass. अरे बाबा, time is not passing, time is killing you. All of us are racing towards death. All of us are racing towards death. So time is not passing. We are racing towards that. So actually जिसके जीवन में free time है ना, that means he has not planned his life. He has not planned his day. इतना मानते हो ना? This is not philosophy. This is simple, practical way of living. So what I have done, I've created a tool for myself, and I use this diligently every day of how to plan my next day or a day today. Right? So I'll explain the tool, and then I'll let you reflect on it, how you can utilize the tool in your life if that suits you. Okay? So I've called this daily time planner. Anybody can read first. What is it written? Kids, क्या नाम है बेटा आपका? What is it written? Having no plan is a plan to fail. Right? So if you don't plan your day, then what are you doing? You're planning to fail. What I have done over here, so I have आज की top priority क्या है? What is today's priority? From 3 o'clock in the morning till 10 o'clock in the morning, how do I want to spend my day? ठीक है? Everybody has same time, 24 hours a day. Right? And then I divide my day or hour into half an hour time blocking. Right? This is a time technique which a lot of people in the world uses. So from 3 o'clock in the morning when we get up till 10 o'clock in the night when we go to bed, whatever your time is, this is just for me, right? What do I want to achieve in each half an hour? And then I have a task dump कि आज पूरे दिन में क्या क्या करना है, whether that is personal, whether that is professional, that is anything what you want to achieve today, 5 things, 10 things, 20 things, बच्चों को pick up करना है, बच्चों को drop करना है, personal साधना है, office का काम है, whatever it is, you just dump it over here. And the most important thing, what not to do today. आज मैं क्या नहीं करूँगा, आज मैं क्या नहीं करूँगी. Why is this important? Who wants to say, why is this more important than anything else? Yes, Mataji, आपका नाम? Sorry, what? Sandrananda. Very nice name.
To reduce our bad habits.
to reduce the time which we think it is not very fruitful. Bad habits. Okay, thank you. What else? What not to do list is more important. Yes, Mataji. That's where we waste our time. Thank you. Yes, anybody else? There's someone else. Yes, Mataji. Mataji, aapka naam? Parina, okay.
So we can focus on what we should be doing, you know.
Yes.
So change our focus on what we should be doing and not wasting our time.
Chai. Thank you. Omkar Prabhu, आगे आ जाइए ना. Please come. इतने दूर इधर हो रहे हैं. Please come. And I need to give him special attention because he's hosting me, so I have to come. Yes, Prabhuji.
So if you know what are your time wasters, and if you put that into the list, then you have a productive day.
Jai, this is very good answer. Give a round of applause. If you write over here that I don't want to do these things, then you will have a more focused day, more productive day. Thank you. One more. Yes, Prabhuji.
Time, no words from him.
Time
No words for
Time and tide don't wait for anybody. Okay, thank you. Omkar Prabhu. Yes. Why do we need to have this?
I think so. If we follow this, we'll improve step by step. Every day we'll improve little bit by little bit.
Yeah. Step by step we'll improve every day, right? Because people have to-do list, but people don't have to-be list. To-do list is what I want to achieve today, but to-be list is how I want to be today. To-be list shows your consciousness and your character. To-do list shows what you want to achieve today. So what character, what consciousness you want to display today will be depicted when you see your page on a daily planner. Is this making sense so far? है ना? कितने बजे उठना है और कितने बजे सोना है, तब तक सब लिख के रखोगे ना, then you will be very focused in the day. There will be no gaps. You know? Sometimes we are in Maya, most of the time we are in Maya, sometimes in Krishna accidentally, right? So if we have this pakka plan over here, then it is a plan which Krishna will help us to achieve. So what I try to do, for example, what not to do. In the past, I gave this plan to one of the devotees, and he said, no YouTube shorts. है ना? क्योंकि YouTube shorts अपनी जिंदगी शॉर्ट करते जाती है ना? एक शॉट के बाद दूसरा शॉट. It is just like shooting, right? YouTube shorts shorten your lives, right? One Netflix, right? Net on flick. In a minute, you'll be in a different life. एक second में net and flicks from this life to another life. So a lot of people write it. Whatever you don't want to have it today, people spend so much of time on Prime, right? Instagram. Instantly we will convert it into grams. Look at all of this, so beautifully tailored for us, na? Instagram क्या है? Instantly we will be converted into grams. Just push into an electric furnace and you'll come into grams, ashes, right? So if you write down this, कि सुबह से लेकर शाम तक मुझे क्या करना है, क्या नहीं करना है, that will help you immensely to be focused. Because the greatest profit of a moment is to remember Krishna, and the greatest loss of a moment is to forget Krishna. So the loss of a moment is to forget Krishna, and the profit of a moment is to remember Krishna. And I'm a Gujarati, and profit is everything to us, right? And the profit is only Krishna consciousness. Everything else is a loss. Everything else is a loss. So how much profit you want to achieve today, you can plan it a night before. कल कितना मैं प्रॉफिट कमाना चाहता हूँ, ये अगर एक रात पहले अगर आप लोगों ने प्लान कर दिया ना, then the next day will be very focused, very, very focused. So this is a tool which I have been using for many, many years. Personally, it has helped me a lot. Anybody from my previous Bhakti Vrikshas or wherever have given a talk, whoever has used this tool, it has helped them immensely. How many of you think something like this will help if you plan it a day before? Yes? Now, how many of you plan your day every day meticulously? We know 1, 2. Okay, thank you. Meticulously, every 15 minutes, every half an hour, or every hour, क्या करना है, क्या नहीं करना है. Right? Thank you प्रभु जी. क्या नाम है आपका? हेमंत प्रभु जी. But do you plan आज क्या नहीं करना? Very good. Very good. Thank you. My mother-in-law, she puts 2 alarms a day. One to get up in the morning, but 1 alarm to sleep in the night. Because if you put an alarm to sleep, then alarm to get up becomes easy. Most of the time, we don't put an alarm to sleep. We sleep when we think it is a time to sleep. So I learned this from my mother-in-law. She put an alarm to sleep, and I loved it. I said, "This I have to learn." Right? So if you have a set pattern, set time to sleep, set time to wake up, then your morning sadhana, the whole day is beautiful. Because 4 o'clock to 9 o'clock, it is bhajan time. And 9 to 5 is bhojan. And 5 to 9 p.m. is manoranjan. So what is the first 4? 4 to 9 is, loudly, bhajan. 4 o'clock to 9 o'clock is a bhajan time. अगर बराबर नहीं रहा ना जीवन में, then everything will be shaky. क्योंकि जीवन हमारा बिगड़ा है, रक्षक हमारा तगड़ा है. Repeat after me. जीवन हमारा बिगड़ा है, रक्षक हमारा तगड़ा है. तो सुबह के जो 5 घंटे है, from 4 o'clock to 9 o'clock, if we can focus on sadhana, on bhajan, then 9 to 5, what is that time called? Bhojan. Why bhojan? Because we go out, roti kapda makan ke liye, isn't it? And then from 5 o'clock till 9 o'clock, that is manoranjan. And for devotee, the sense gratification is bhakti. If we can make our sense gratification bhakti, चलो कीर्तन कर लिया, आरती कर लिया, बच्चों के साथ कुछ पढ़ लिया शाम में, बच्चों के साथ बाहर लेके गए, husband, wife, whatever, that is a manoranjan time. And if we can repeat this successfully, then you see how we progress in spiritual life and how wonderfully we will progress in our material life. ठीक है? I'll pause over here. Any comments, corrections, or questions on what we have just discussed on the plan on a page? Sorry, on daily planner before we go to the mains. This was just an entree. अभी mains बाकी है. अभी तो picture बाकी है मेरे दोस्त. Right? Any questions on this? Any comments on this? Yes, Aparna Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. My question is, I do plan my day every day, but somehow I just what's the right word? How to explain it? So I have a plan every day, but somehow I get delayed. Like I'm not able to achieve everything which is planned on the day. And I've been doing it for many years, and somehow I'm stuck in the rut. I just don't know how to come out of that. So can you throw some light?
Sure. So both of us work as a project manager, and we have something called as lag. Lag का मतलब है sometimes we have to give some more buffer, right? ऐसा पता है कि खाना बनाने में 45 minutes लगता है, तो 1 घंटा का दे दो, right? 1 घंटा लगता है तो 1.5 घंटा दे दो. So in that way you are not under pressure and you feel a sense of achievement, right? But if you push yourself in every activity, then you'll be under a pressure during the course of the day. And some have some free time. I put FT. पता है unplanned calls आ जाते हैं, unplanned tasks आ जाते हैं. So you put some unplanned tasks. If you have achieved 70 to 80%, you are a distinction student, right? 70 to 80% भी अगर हो जाता है ना, it is good, right? You may not be able to achieve 95 or 100% day in day out. But as and when you plan this every day with little bit more buffer or lag, then one day you'll think, I'm getting 85 to 90 to 95%. 100% नहीं भी होता है. That's okay. We are not here to beat time. We are here to surrender to time. है ना? And because time is Krishna. मैं समय हूँ. याद है अपने महाभारत का? The brown wheel used to spin. मैं समय हूँ. So we are here to respect Krishna. And respecting Krishna means respecting time. Wasting time means wasting Krishna's energy. Wasting time means disrespecting Krishna. Wasting time means disrespecting Krishna. Anybody else? Thank you, Aparna Mataji. Yes, Prabhuji. Aapka naam?
Mukesh over here.
Yes.
In this busy schedule, you also have every hour of your moments of quiet time, silent time. That is my question. How important or not important that is?
Very important. It's called moment of pause, right? Power of pause. So you can have some pause moments during your time, right? Every 2 hours or 3 hours or 4 hours, you can just have 15 minutes of free time, right? And that time, free time, some people use read Bhagavatam in that. फटाफट काम पे हो 15 मिनट भागवतम पढ़ लिया, right? आधा घंटा है, let me prepare for my class, let me do something which I normally don't do it during the course of the day, whatever you relish in your course of the day, right? You can do that. But it is important to take a pause. It is important to take some quiet time during the course of the day if you can, if possible. But for devotees, morning 4 o'clock to 9 o'clock, that is a very powerful time as a quiet time, because we spend time from 4 to 9 in the morning for our sadhana, for deity worship, for Bhagavatam, of course, for getting ready to work and kids. But yes, wherever you feel comfortable, 10 minutes a day, 15 minutes a day, half an hour a day, time for some introspection is important, right? And if you can't do it at least on Ekadashis, once a fortnight, I highly recommend everybody to reflect and introspect between last Ekadashi and this Ekadashi. Have you gone ahead? Are you there where you are? Or have you taken a step back? Ekadashi is a day of reflection. So you can have, if you can't reflect or take a pause every day for a deep introspection, then at least on the day of Ekadashis, we should introspect. जैसे ऑफिस में KPIs होते हैं ना, every 3 months दे से एक बार 3 महीने में क्या किया बताओ, 6 महीने में क्या किया बताओ, right? Similarly, if we don't introspect एकादशीस to एकादशीस कि मेरी consciousness कैसी है, जैसी थी वैसी है, improve हुई है, or am I going a step back? It is very important. Is that okay? Okay, Prabhu, thank you. Anybody else? One last thing. Yes, Prabhu.
That the table, that what you don't want to do.
Yes.
Saying like can be repetitive.
Yes.
Period and then tend to be blank.
No, it should never be blank. I'll tell you, many years ago, I took a vow that I will not go to any Indian newspapers, no NDTV, no Times of India. And this is before COVID. Before COVID, I took a vow कि आज के बाद ना मैं कभी कोई इंडियन न्यूज़ नहीं देखूंगा. एंड ये कोविड के पहले की बात है. अब 25-26 साल से ऑस्ट्रेलिया में हूँ. क्या इंडिया इंडिया करना है रोज रोज, राइट? एंड आई गॉट एडिक्टेड टू वॉचिंग टाइम्स ऑफ इंडिया एंड एनडीटीवी. कभी टाइम्स ऑफ इंडिया देखता, कभी एनडीटीवी. एंड आई फेल्ट दैट इट इज नॉट एडिंग एनी वैल्यू टू मी, है ना? मैं यहाँ पे, वो वहाँ पे. What can I do, right? So I took a vow that I will not go to any of the news channels before COVID. So COVID में जो भी हुआ ना, लॉकडाउन कब हुआ, क्या हुआ, हमें पता ही नहीं होता था. We had no idea कि इंडिया में लॉकडाउन हो गया है, ये हुआ वो. And we never bothered also, because every day I used to write कि no NDTV, no Times, and it helps, Prabhu. Same thing, I took a vow 8-9 years ago, no Facebook, no social media. And all of this helps us so much. It is not required. It is not required. I was sharing last week only. All I know, India में अभी क्या चल रहा है? शाहरुख खान is still alive, and नरेंद्र मोदी is the prime minister. उसके अलावा मुझे कुछ भी नहीं पता, और जानना जरूरी भी नहीं है. It is not required. कौन बोल सकता है कि कृष्णा ने बोला भगवत गीता में कि जानना जरूरी है कि इंडिया में क्या हो रहा है? Who लिखा है? If the goal of the life is to go back to Krishna, then all of this is not required. वैवसात्मिका बुद्धिर एकेहु करुनंदना बहुशाखाया अनंतश्च बुद्धियो अव्ययस्यम. Second chapter 41st verse. Right in the second chapter में कृष्णा बोल रहे हैं, have single pointed attention. Because if we have our too many things, then we will not go anywhere. Maya ka das sada udas, Krishna ka das bindas. Right? So if you want to be bindas, then you have to cut all the unnecessary things out of your life. And when you write it over here, every day, it helps. It helps because you are reminding yourself. You're reminding yourself again and again कि ये नहीं करना, ये नहीं करना, ये नहीं करना, और ये करना है, ये करना है, ये करना है. If you focus too much on ये नहीं करना है, then you'll miss the boat on क्या करना है. And if you only focus on क्या करना है और क्या नहीं करना है, then you'll be too overconfident. So जो नहीं करना है, that will make you humble and grounded because you know कितना कचरा भरा पड़ा है. Is that okay? So to-be list is very important as much as to-do list. Okay? Anything else? Yes, one last. Yes, Prabhuji.
But we always think that we want to balance as
Yeah.
well in Grihasthashram.
Yes.
So the mind always sticks that, oh, you have to balance, you have to know this one, you have to know, okay, I did 4 hours, 5 hours, Krishna Kirtan and everything, of my sadhana and everything, my all ticked, everything is ticked now. So now I can do
Other things. But when you understand the profit of a moment is to remember Krishna, and the loss of a moment is to forget Krishna. When you equate, any accountants over here? Accountant here. We have 86,400 seconds every day. Every day, 86,400 seconds, 168 hours a week. उसमें कितना घंटा profit है, कितना घंटा loss है. If that is very clear, then you will maximize your Krishna consciousness. Of course, we will have distractions because of our conditioning. See, there are 3 distractions we will always have. We will get distracted by 3 things in life. Hamesha yaad rakhna. First is sense gratification. Second is sickness. And third, sickness. I can't remember. Sense gratification, sickness. Anyways, so these are the, I can't remember third thing. 3S formula tha mere paas. Suffering. Thank you. These are the 3 things we will always be distracted. When there's a sense gratification in life, we get distracted from Krishna consciousness. Yes or no? Loudly. Yes. When we are sick, we get distracted from Krishna consciousness. Yes or no? Because when we are sick, the first thing which goes out of the life is not roti kapda makan. Krishna gets out of the life. Isn't it? And then we are suffering. When we are suffering, or when we see other people suffering, we think, let Krishna sit aside in a corner, let me focus on my way. So when these 3 things comes into your life, sickness, suffering, and sense gratification, we get distracted. We get distracted. So Sanivas Prabhu, having this daily planner will help us. And it will help us to be stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger in sadhana. So that is the reason it is very important. Is that okay? All right. Now let's come from entrees to mains. क्या है main में आज? नहीं, it's planned on the page. All right. So plan on a page. I'll tell you how this came into existence. At the age of 21, when I completed my engineering, before completing my engineering, my dad wanted me to go to America. My father wanted me to go to US to study. Hare Krishna. And my the typical Hindi movie में होता है ना, वो अमिताभ बच्चन और निरूपा रॉय. You know who is Nirupa Roy? Right? Amitabh Bachchan is a son of a poor mother. Nirupa Roy is the mother of Amitabh Bachchan. वो bricks उठा के building बनाती है. उससे उसका घर चलता है. You know that typical Bollywood style movie? So my father has a very similar thing in his life. You know, when my father had a visa to go to America, he had 4 sisters. And my father's father got cancer. My father's granddad got cancer. So my father decided, if I go to America, who will look after my 4 younger sisters? So my father did not go to America. All his life, my father had a strong desire कि मैं नहीं तो मेरा बेटा जाएगा. पापा कहते हैं बड़ा नाम करेगा, बेटा हमारा ऐसा काम करेगा. So I was under this pressure all my life. जो बाप ने नहीं किया वो बेटा करके दिखाएगा. I'll go to US. बाप का सपना पूरा करूंगा. So I went to a hostel and to do engineering. Engineering where I did, it was a very remote place. And I was from Hyderabad and this is a remote place in hostel engineering पे. वहाँ पे किसी को अमेरिका के बारे में कुछ ज़्यादा पता नहीं था. What are the exams to be given to US? They had no idea. And I was the guy who went over there and educated everybody. कि बाबा GRE देना पड़ेगा, TOEFL देना पड़ेगा. You have to apply for universities like this. So I encouraged everybody to go to America. And guess what? My visa got rejected. And all of them went to America. So my visa got rejected. So you can imagine, my visa to America got rejected when I went to Madras. Ush time Madras bolte, abhi Chennai bolte. And then all of this, my friends, Hema, Deepak, Solomon, everybody got visa. So you can imagine, my father was completely devastated. And of course, I was in a bit of a shock. And I come from a very low middle class family. So एक सेमेस्टर की फीस अगर कहीं से इकट्ठा हो जाती है, then I would have gone out of the country and then I'll figure out my way. That was the condition I had in my life. पैसा नहीं थे. So US doors were closed. I was 21, but 97, just while I was about to finish engineering, my dad sent my younger brother to Australia in 97. So he finished his year 12 and first year of commerce में था, and my dad said, Chirag, you go to Australia, and भाई engineering खत्म करके तेरे पीछे आएगा. So that was the plan. So whatever money my father had, he gave or invested that money into my brother's education for the first semester, and that's it. He didn't have any more money. And over here, my visa got rejected. I was 21. And at that time, my grandmother was the follow-up of Shiva, and I went to a retreat for 2 weeks. In that moment, I made a plan in my life. At 21, when I had nothing in my life, I said by 25, I will get married. By 30, I will have 2 kids. By 35, I will retire financially and come back to India. And by 50, no matter wherever I'm in the world, I will retire financially and I will never ever work again for money. This was very clear in my mind. So I made a plan, and then I thought, let me put things in perspective, how this is going to pan out. Because ideas are very easy. Idea to koi bhi de dega. But from idea to plan and plan to execution, that is where the main work is. So the reason I'm saying all of this to you is having a plan is very important. And the reason I'm saying all of this to you, because at 21, what I planned, at 25, I got married. 24 mein shadi ho gaya tha. By 30, I had 2 kids. By 35, I had enough money that I could come in India and live forever and never work for money. And now, next year in 2027, I'm going to be 50. He's my senior in all aspects. He's going to be 50 in April, and parampara, as we have to follow. So I'll be in 2027, I'll be 50. And not out of pride, but by in humility, I can tell you, hands on my heart, I don't have to ever work again in Australia. Since last 3 years, I've been seeking my permission or blessing from my Guru Maharaj, okay, please allow me not to work. And my Guru Maharaj wants me to work. So I'm working because my Guru Maharaj wants me to work. Right? It's a good problem to have. Honestly, it is a very good problem to have. Okay, you don't have to work for money. You don't want to work for money. Right? And the reason I'm saying all of this, if you plan things in your life and if you work on it, Krishna will make it happen. ये मेरा पूरा भरोसा है. Right? वो अपने इंडिया में वो था ना, एक्टर था राजकुमार, जानी, you know what? ये गोली भी हमारी होगी, ये वक्त भी हमारा होगा. You remember that dialogue? Yeah? Right? You remember? जानी, हाँ, ये गोली भी हमारी होगी, ये वक्त भी हमारा होगा, और ये हसूल भी हमारे होंगे. Right? So similarly, when will it happen? That depends on Krishna. But if we don't make endeavor to ourselves from our end, वो कभी नहीं होगा. ये तो मानते हो या नहीं मानते हो? We have to put our effort, we have to put our endeavor, and then leave the rest to Krishna. Do your best, leave the rest. Similarly, in our life, no matter whatever age you are, if you don't plan your life in all verticals of your life, and I put over here the different verticals of our life. This goes in sleep mode. How we go in sense gratification mode, my laptop goes in sleep mode. All right. So I'll explain you this tool, how this tool works. First is this is plan on a page. Vision of your life, mission of your life, and how are you going to achieve that? There's no difference, much difference between vision, a mission and vision, and I explain to you. Then we have different metrics. Can you read someone? Can someone read, Prabhu? What is it?
Spiritual upliftment.
Yes. So this is how you, this calendar year, how and what you want to achieve spiritually. For example, if you are chanting 12 rounds, I want to move from 12 to 16 rounds. If you are taking shelter this year I want to take initiation. If you're initiated, then second initiated. If you want to improve, I'm getting up at 5 o'clock every day, I want to get up at 4:30. Whatever you want to achieve in this year, we'll write it down over here, live, little later. Then the next is Ojaswini and Aryan. This is coming to your relationships. What do you want to give to your spouse this year? What do you want to give to your son this year? What is the expectation, or what do you want your son or daughter to achieve this calendar year? Okay? So I always write it down. The next is parents and grandparents. Right? How मेरे में लिखा हुआ, one of the key metrics is call grandmother every fortnight. Call grandmother every fortnight. So every fortnight, अगर call नहीं करता हो, and when I see this every fortnight, I feel I've failed. So I immediately pick up my phone and I call my grandmother. कि दादी कैसे हो? 2 minutes, 3 minutes से ज़्यादा बात होती नहीं है, but you just want to have the relationships because they have done so much for you, right? Same thing with my parents, same thing with my in-laws, right? The next is Chirag and family. Chirag is my brother. We live together in Melbourne. So what do I want from my relationship from my brother? What do I want from my niece, nephew? Because we are very close-knit family. एक ही city में है, हम साथ में सालों तक रहे हैं. So what do I want to achieve and what do I want to give to them? The next is health. Right? Can you read, Prabhu? ये क्या लिखा है?
Eat food as medicine or medicine will be your food.
Right? ये लिखना easy है, करना मुश्किल है, but क्योंकि माता जी ने कल हलवा खिलाया था मैंगो, right? So लिखना easy है, but I try to do it, right? Health में ये साल में क्या achieve करना है? In this next year, 2026, what do you want to achieve out of your health? So typically I write it down upfront. चतुर्मास में क्या करना है? दामोदर month में क्या करना है? This year is Adhik Mas. So what do you want to achieve in Adhik Mas from a health perspective, from your sadhana perspective, in terms of your yoga, in terms of your walking, in terms of your sleeping, in terms of your weight, everything I capture it very systematically right up front. So every fortnight when you're reviewing it, it takes 15 or 10 minutes to review it, but it just gives you an understanding कि weight बड़ा है, खाना पीना बराबर खा रहे हो, fried item ज़्यादा खा रहे हो, मीठा ज़्यादा खा रहे हो, whatever. Because health, we don't value it. And isn't it? Typically when health is good, the world is a problem. When health is good, the world is a problem. But when the health is bad, you are the problem. Yes or no? मानते हो या नहीं? जब तबीयत ठीक नहीं होती तो कुछ अच्छा नहीं लगता, और जब हेल्थ अच्छी है तो दुनिया प्रॉब्लम लगती है. तो हाउ टू फोकस ऑन हेल्थ. नेक्स्ट, wealth. I can speak on hours on this. घंटे पे घंटे बात कर सकता हूँ. लोग बोलते हैं पैसे कमाना है. कितने पैसे कमाना है? कब चाहिए पैसे? क्यों चाहिए पैसे? They have no idea. बस पैसे कमाना है. People have no plan for retirement. कब रिटायर होना है? 50 पे, 55 पे, 60 पे, 65 पे. There is no right or wrong age. But as per your own aptitude, what do you want to do? How much wealth do you want? When do you want to retire? Where do you want to retire? ये लोगों ने कभी सोचा ही नहीं है. Am I right? I'm happy to be corrected. Please correct me. People have no idea. If I ask you, Prabhu ji, when do आपको नहीं, but just generally, हेमंत प्रभु कब रिटायर होना चाहते हो? Now, correct. Now, but are you ready to retire now? Do you have the finances available to retire now? And the bigger problem is just not money. Even if you have money, पैसे आने के बाद, रिटायर होने के बाद करोगे क्या? That is a bigger problem. हम बोलते पहले पैसे तो आने दे, बाद में देखा जाएगा. First let the money come. 2-5 million आने के बाद मैं सोचूंगा कि क्या करूंगा. That is a bigger problem. Actually, we don't understand. एक बार पैसे आने के बाद, if you don't have a higher engagement, then you'll go down the drain faster. So people don't think about this. When do I want to retire? How much wealth do I want? And even if I have that wealth, what is the quality of my life I want to have? Right? It is very, very important. Then career. At least from a devotee perspective, I've seen when devotee comes into Krishna consciousness, they think Krishna will pay my bills. सब ऊपर वाले के हाथ में छोड़ा है. They stop studying. They stop working for the certifications. They take career very lightly. And then after a few years, they will blame Krishna consciousness. They will blame Krishna कि भगवान ने ऐसा नहीं किया. नहीं. Nowhere in Krishna consciousness, Krishna says कि you don't work. Arjun wanted to run away. Arjun wanted to run away, and Bhagavad Gita started because don't run away from your duties. So if you are a grahastha, you have to make money, you have to progress in life. हमने जिंदगी खड़ी की है, हमने गृहस्थी खड़ी की है, तो we have to do what we have to do. But typically people now don't plan career also. Do we all agree with me? Like if anybody disagrees with anything, or if you want me to add, please let me know. I'm happy to be corrected because this is a self-grown tool. I have just done it over a span of many years. Next, family and society. Right? Most of us are grahasthas over here. And grahastha is responsible for 3 ashrams. Which ashrams? Brahmachari ashram, sannyasa ashram, and vanprastha. So grahasthas, we have a responsibility of 75% of the people around us. Because grahasthas is 25%. There are 4 stages of life. The first 25 years is called learn. Next 25 is called earn. The third 25 is called turn. And the last 25 years is called burn. No, return. Right? So last 25 is return. But if we don't plan this properly, learning, earning, and turning, then we will just burn. Then another life, another life. Chakki pissing and pissing and pissing. Right? सुना था ना शोले में धर्मेंद्र बोलता था ना चक्की pissing and pissing and pissing. तो अपना भी ऐसे होगा. If you don't earn properly, if you don't learn properly, and if you don't turn to Krishna now, then we will just burn. Right? Because relatives are relative. आज है और कल नहीं है. Relatives are relative. Here today, gone tomorrow. We are relative. Here today, gone tomorrow. So if we don't plan all of this, then we'll be gone very, very soon. Right? So that is family and society. Family society, I usually put how much donation I want to give. Because it is our duty to support Krishna consciousness. It is our duty to support all the 3 ashrams. So right up front, you know this is your income this year. If we can pay GST, if we can pay super, if we can pay taxes, then we should allocate a certain amount of money, which I'm sure all of you do, but we should plan a certain amount of funds every year to support Krishna consciousness, support other ashrams. And if we don't plan it, and when the time comes, then हम हिल जाएंगे. लेकिन पहले से plan करके रखा है, तो दिक्कत नहीं होगी. And the last, personality development or personal development. How do you want to improve this year from your previous years? Right? There's always a scope for improvement. Always a scope for improvement in all aspects of life, whether it is career, whether it is health, whether it is relationships, anything. Usually I put it over here. Any questions on this before we go into individual aspects? I'll take 30 seconds break. Pause. Power of pause.
Question just about your vision at age 21.
You
were not a devotee, I'm presuming, at that point in time.
I'm still not a devotee.
Aspiring. What triggered you, what motivated you to have that specific definite goals and to have retired? Because definitely you were not thinking at 50 I'll start prachar and dedicate my life to Krishna consciousness. So it must be a material motivation. I just wanted to get a context or background of that.
Thank you. Thank you. See, what happened at that time, I went to a retreat for 2 weeks. It was a complete Mayavad philosophy, but they were talking about moksha, nirvana. ये सब सुना होगा ना, moksha and nirvana. And that appealed to me quite a lot. I said, यार, ये जीवन के बाद वापस किसी माँ के पेट में जन्म नहीं लेना है. That was very clear. वो कैसा होगा वो नहीं पता था. But out of frustration of what happened, because I was the person who instigated everybody to go to America, and ये लोग चले गए और मैं पीछे रह गया. So there was a fire in the heart. Yeah, this is not a place to live, right? So I was very clear कि I don't want to come back. Very clear. It was not Prabhupada का वगैरह कुछ नहीं था. Back to Godhead ये कभी सुना नहीं था. But because I went to a retreat in a place called Ganeshpuri, it's near Mumbai. I don't know how many of you have heard about it. Ganeshpuri, okay, Muktanand Baba, right? So my dadi's side, everybody is from that Muktanand Baba, all Mayavadis. So I went over there and they told very clearly कि इसके बाद merging into the Lord. That philosophy. But I got the essence कि यार इसके बाद जीवन में वापस नहीं आना है. और नहीं आने का मतलब गधों की तरह काम नहीं करना है. Because we spend so much of our time making money, and then at the end of the day, we leave everything behind. So that is common in all philosophies. Okay, you earn, then you leave everything behind. And that 2 weeks of retreat, they were speaking about that. And that made a lot of sense, but not the way how Prabhupada has given the framework. So that inspired me to have very clear thing. And then I started working for a company called NBN, that is called National Broadband Network. So that is the country's broadband. They invested $50 billion. So when I started working for them, I still remember 2016, first day, 3rd of Jan, my manager takes me into a room. His name is Patrick Kishta. He gives me an iPhone 6. He gives me a laptop. And he closes the door and he says, let's discuss the vision and mission of NBN. And he said, the vision of NBN is 8 million happy homes. Because we were putting the fiber and we were putting the cable for the whole of Australia. So the vision of NBN is, what is the vision? 8 million happy homes. And I thought, yaar, I'm working for a company's vision. All of us work for company's vision. We are working for company's mission. But अपने जीवन में भी कुछ vision होना चाहिए ना? अपने जीवन में भी कुछ mission होना चाहिए ना? And that vision statement should be very clearly written down. It should be seen, discussed, and worked upon. Right? When you look at the vision of Google, right? Sorry. So when you look at the vision of Google, the vision of Google is to provide access to the world in one click. What is the vision of Google? To provide access to the world's information in one click. This is the vision of Google. And the mission of Google is to organize the world's information and make it accessible to everybody. This is the mission of Google. Now, we go to Google more often than God, correct? Yes, we go to Google more often than God. So we are following the mission of Google. We are following the mission of Google. But if we ask people around over here, put your hand on your heart and say, how many of us has very clear vision, very clear mission? Without Prabhupada's mercy, apna vision or mission kya tha, Prabhu? So just think about it. 2 years before, 5 years before, 10 years before coming into Krishna consciousness, what was the vision of our life? But I'll tell you, my vision of my life was go to abroad, America, right? फिर क्या हुआ? We think एक बार PR आ जाएगा ना, life set हो जाएगी बाबा. PR, फिर प्यार, फिर घर, फिर बच्चे, कब सेट हो गए? हम सोचते हैं ना, पहले डिग्री, फिर नौकरी, फिर छोकरी. We think everything will be fine. कभी सेट नहीं होता लाइफ में. But in spite of all of this, wherever we are, how to get the best out of this bad bargain? How to get the best out of this bad bargain is what we have to focus on. और ये clarity नहीं होगी ना, I'm telling you, अगर जीवन में clarity नहीं होगी ना, हम लोग आगे नहीं बढ़ेंगे. And clarity is power. Clarity is power. एकदम फोकस होना चाहिए. अगर जब सन की लाइट में हम जब मैग्नीफाइंग ग्लास रखते हैं ना, वी स्कूल में वी डिड एक्सपेरिमेंट, वो मैग्नीफाइंग ग्लास एक पेपर को जला देता था. बट वही मैग्नीफाइंग ग्लास को थोड़ा आगे पीछे करो तो पेपर नहीं जलता है. सेम मैग्नीफाइंग ग्लास कैन बर्न द पेपर and the same magnifying glass will not burn the paper. Why? Because of focus. The paper is the same, the magnifying glass is the same, the intensity of the sun rays is the same, but the focus of the magnifying glass is important. Similarly, जीवन में अगर focus नहीं होगा ना, तो हम ये दुख और सुख के चक्कर में ही चलते रहेंगे. Right? I say this so many times. ये दुनिया में ना कोई तन से सुख है, ना धन से सुख है, ना मन से सुख है, ना संबंधों से सुख है. Nobody can say I'm happy over here. ना तन से सुख, ना धन से सुख, ना मन से सुख, ना संबंधों से सुख. कई आनंद नहीं है यहाँ पे. In spite of this, we think मैं अलग हूँ, मैं कुछ अपना अलग रास्ता निकालूंगा. Yes or no? कोई बोल सकता है कि मैं सुखी हूँ, कोई नहीं बोल सकता. और मैं सुखी रहने वाला हूँ, वो भी नहीं बोल सकता. So if we don't work on all of this now, then we will be in illusion. We will be in illusion. क्या मतलब क्या है? माया में रहने के बाद और माया में घुसेंगे हम लोग. So we have to be very, very focused because we take illusion too seriously rather than taking Krishna too seriously. Sorry, I didn't want you to give a lecture on this, but it happened. All right. Shall we have a very practical discussion on this for the next 15 minutes? Are you all okay? If you're sleeping, just say Hari Bol. Sleeping. All right. Sorry. Okay. Chalo. So vision. Whatever vision you have in your life, if you want to follow Prabhupada's vision, it's very simple. What is the vision of Prabhupada which he has given to us? Go back to Godhead in this life. Now, if you don't want to have that as a vision, that is fine. We are not forcing anybody. But whatever vision you have in your own life, please write it down over here. कि मुझे 3 साल में, 5 साल में, 10 साल में क्या चाहिए? If you write it down over here in few words or few statements, that will help you to be very, very clear. Then next, how are you going to achieve that? How are you going to achieve that vision? You write it down over here. And whatever that is, कि जो मुझे मिशन जो मेरा है जीवन में, उसको मैं कैसे पाऊंगा? Right? For example, for devotees who has go back to God in this lifetime, if that is a vision, and if we are grahastha, and I'll just read out to my personal vision, I don't mind sharing. क्योंकि प्रभुपाद ने दिया है, nothing is ours. Go back to God in this life. Come out of the cycle of birth, death, old age and disease. Mission क्या है? Perform grahastha duties with Krishna consciousness and keep Krishna in the center of everything. This is the mission. Right? Of course, this is coming from Prabhupada. Yat kurosi, yat asnasi, yat juhosi, tadasi, yat tapasyasi tu kaunteya. This is coming from Krishna, Bhagavad Gita. Nothing is ours, but we are just putting it in simple words which I can relate to, so follow my own vision. Any questions on vision and mission? Right? Because vision means where you want to go, and mission means how you're going to achieve it. Vision means where you want to go, and mission means how do you want to achieve it. Any questions on the first two things? Sab theek hai? Okay. Now, in spiritual upliftment, what do you want to achieve in this year? Anybody wants to say? Just random. You can write it down over here. कोई बोलना चाहेगा? Anybody? Mukesh Prabhu. What do you want to achieve this year?
More attentive chanting.
Okay, attentive chanting. How?
4 days left. 2026 के लिए.
Okay. How? So more attentive chanting is a vision. How are you going to achieve it?
Focus on one mantra.
Okay.
Focusing on 16.
Chalo, okay. Okay, one mantra at a time. This is Burijam Prabhu's. Okay, chalo, next. What next?
Association with the devotees.
Don't worry about spelling, huh? Association with devotee. This is my new laptop. So, इसमें keyboard थोड़ा. Okay, wait. ये क्या हो गया? ये क्या हो गया? ओके, ठीक है. Okay. Association with devotee. Okay, next. Why? ये क्यों ऐसा हो रहा है?
और enter कीजिएगा तो उसमें रहेगा.
हाँ, okay. Reading. Why is this happening, Prabhu? Okay. Can you be more specific? Reading.
Reading Bhagavatam every day for at least 15 minutes.
Okay, 15. Reading stream with Bhagavatam every day, 15 minutes. Okay, ठीक है. Next. So the point I'm trying to make, you write down whatever you want to achieve. One I put for myself. The moment I come home, I'll pay obeisances. The moment I leave home, I'll pay obeisances. क्योंकि घर पे DTs है. बच्चे घर पे आते तो बोलते ना हरे कृष्णा मम्मी, हरे कृष्णा पापा, ऐसा बोलते हैं ना. You right, Brijesh, you say हरे कृष्णा to your parents when you get up in the morning or when you come home from school. Okay, then you can put it over here. Right? So we say, na, when we come home, we say, na, Hare Krishna Mummy, Hare Krishna Papa, whatever, right? So I put 1 year, I remember, when I come home, I'll first go and pay obeisances. When I leave home, that was my, spiritual upliftment. Yes, I'll mujhe karna hai. Next year I said, whenever after shower, I'll put tilak in the whole body. पहले सिर्फ ऊपर रखता था, नीचे को देखने वाले तो होते नहीं है, लोगों को तो ऊपर दिखाना होता है. Yes? So I said, no, I'll put tilak across the body, all the 12 places. So next year I put that. I'll put tilak. So whatever you want to improve in your life, wherever you see you want to, rather than getting up at 5 o'clock, I want to get up at 4:30 this year, or 4:45 this year, or 5:30, whatever that time is. If you put it over here, and then every fortnight, see what happens this year, whatever you've written over here, every fortnight, you bring this over here and you mark it. You mark it. Is it pass or fail? Is this making sense? समझ में आ रहा है devotees? Huh? So whatever you have planned for yourself, and it is between you and your family, just plan it. कि मुझे DTs लाने हैं, मुझे initiation करना है, whatever you want. मुझे धाम जाना है, temple में सेवा बढ़ानी है, whatever that is, you write it down over here and you mark your own self every year, every fortnight, whether you have achieved it or not. Do you think by doing this something will help? How? How will it help? Yes, Mataji. Check and balance. Thank you. Yes, Mukesh. How will it help?
It keeps you honest and sincere.
It keeps you honest. क्योंकि पता चल जाता ना, दुनिया को तो मैं कुछ भी बोल सकता हूँ. I can cheat the world. The world can cheat me, but I cannot cheat Krishna. Right? I can cheat you, Prabhuji. You can cheat me, but we cannot cheat Krishna. And this is between us and Krishna. कि मैंने ये वादा किया था ये साल में. Right? What else? How else will it help? It's a reminder कि मुझे करना है. And many times you will fail. Don't think all the thing what you have written over here will only be pass. After I've been doing this for 15-20 years, कई बार fail होता हूँ. Right? Many times you fail, and that's fine. ये fortnight fail हो गया, तो next fortnight there's a room for improvement. But लिखा ही नहीं है, तो फायदा ही नहीं है. So when you write it down, it will help immensely. आपको खुद लगेगा 2 हफ्ते के बाद, 6 हफ्ते के बाद, 12 हफ्ते के बाद, you will see a difference that you're progressing. Do you think by doing this you will progress? Yes or no? Yes. Why?
Because in MBA, what was a statement, planning to fail means failing to plan means you're planning to fail.
Correct. If you don't plan, having no plan is a plan to fail. And most of the time in the world, people have no plans. Most of the time, people have no plans. They work on other people's plan. उसका बच्चा स्विमिंग में जा रहा है तो मेरा बच्चा भी स्विमिंग में जाएगा. उसका बच्चा पानी में जा रहा है तो मेरा बच्चे को भी पानी में डुबाऊंगा मैं. This is the plan. उसका बच्चा वो स्कूल में जा रहा है तो अपने बच्चे को भी मैं वो स्कूल में. That is the plan. No. If you don't have your own plan, then you'll be swayed away with the plans of the world. So this is very, very important. If you write it down, कि भले वो जो भी कर रहा है, मुझे उससे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. मुझे ये करना है. But if you don't know what you want, then you will be carried away with people's plan. And most of the time, andhe ka putra, andha. Blind following a blind. And Prabhupada has done a cataract to all of us by giving us CC, Chaitanya Charitamrita. So we have the power of Chaitanya Charitamrita to see the vision of Mahaprabhu. And if you don't follow that, then what is the point? Okay? Next. Ojaswini and Aryan. Of course, this is my plan. Hemant Prabhu, आपकी wife कौन है? She's not. Okay. Anybody, Mata, your wife is here? Yeah. So you can write. And you have kids over here? You don't have kids? Oh, okay. So how many kids do you have? Right. What is his name? Okay. So you can write. What is the plan with your wife and your daughter? Is it? Or son? Son. Okay. What do you want him to do this year? How do you want him to perform in school, in his health, in his wealth, in his friendship, in his own relationship with yourself, your wife, and with his peers? Right? If you write it down, कि मुझे मेरे बच्चे में से ये चाहिए ये साल. This is what I want to give it to my wife. This is what I want to take it from my wife. Then that relationship is beautiful. Then you will not have so many issues because right up front, you have discussed, agreed कि ये करना है. Now this may look very professional. This may look है दिल से नहीं है, सब दिमाग से है, but this is mind tricking. Because you will never think कि कभी wife के साथ भी लिखूंगा क्या, बच्चे के साथ भी लिखूंगा क्या, तो क्या होता है, क्योंकि nobody writes this. The wife will think ये सब लिखने की क्या जरूरत है, बच्चे को बोलते हैं कि ये सब करने की क्या जरूरत है. But if you write ना कि I want last year I wrote I want Aryan to do 2 services in the temple a year. He was doing 1 service a year every week. My son was doing 1 service every Saturday. I wrote down I want Aryan to do 2 services in the temple every year, every week. And then because I wrote, I had a plan. I was speaking with Brahmachari. अरे यार, और एक सर्विस है तो बच्चे को दे दो, और एक सर्विस है तो दे दो. Automatically he got second service. Now is it automatically or was it planned? It was planned. Because I wanted my son to do 2 services in a year, in a week, not just 1 service. All day Saturday वो सर्विस करता था, फिर Wednesday भी क्रॉसवेज जाके सर्विस करता था. Because I wrote it down for him. Right? I wrote it down for my wife, for example. I want Ojaswini to go out to Crossways and serve Prashadam. That's a voluntary thing. Because I wrote it down, she goes to Crossways every Wednesday and she serves at Crossways. It is a temple restaurant. So the point I'm trying to make, if you write down what do you need from your spouse, what do you need from your relationships, then that will help you immensely. ये मानते हो या नहीं? Yes, now I was expecting this. Yes, Mataji. Yes, बोलिए.
When you say you decide for the relations, that's a bit of a, you can't decide for what you want the relatives to do, right? So it's a bit of like you're forcing them, or you have your expectation. It's not bad to have expectation, but if what they don't stand up to your expectation, or that's not what they want to do, is it like going to have a setback in your plan?
No, Mataji, because how old is your son? 13. When he was 5.
30.
30. You don't look so old, Mataji. You don't look so old. All right. So, Mataji, when he was 5 or 4 or 3, did you ever ask him, would you like to go to school? No. Why? Because you as a parent made some decisions for him. Now, in my case, my son, I can make a decision for him and I can work with my decision with him so that we work in a track. So if your son is 30 years, then he may not come over here. He may come in another vertical, right, where family, society, or where I put Chirag and family. You can put your son, if he's married, and his grandkids, whatever that is. But you can certainly plan, okay, this year I want to do this with my son or my daughter-in-law or my grandkids or whatever that is, Mataji. But writing it down and having a clear expectation helps, Mataji. I'll tell you what, when hamara arranged marriage hai, my wife and we are arranged marriage. So when I met my wife for the second time, I met her on 12th of July 2001 for the first time. And 15th of July, we met for the second time. In Borivali, when I met, we went to a hotel and I told her very clearly, all I have is Australian PR. और उसके सिवा मेरे पास कुछ भी नहीं है. I was very clear. Now, if I would have showed her a rosy picture, कि मेरे पास घर है, गाड़ी है, सब है, then she would have had wrong expectation, correct? So I told her very clearly, it is an arranged marriage, but I can tell you, I told her two things. I have got 2 degrees and in PR. उसके सिवा मेरे पास कुछ भी नहीं है. I was very clear. And by having this clarity and discussing this upfront, ना माताजी, जीवन सुधर जाता है. मानते हो या नहीं? Yes or no? If you're very clear and transparent in your discussions and in your relationships, ये होगा, ये नहीं होगा. There's no gray area. You are either in Krishna consciousness or you are either in Maya. There's no in between. Similarly, in relationships also, most of the time it is better to be black and white. Of course, diplomatic होना जरूरी है, especially with in-laws, right? But apart from that, it is better to have very clear expectations. So that is the reason I write it down. And I discuss. It is not a forced thing कि भाई तुझे क्रॉस सर्विस में सर्विस करनी है, तुझे टेम्पल में 2 सर्विस करनी है, मैंने बोला. नहीं, we discuss it. कि देख बेटा ये प्लान है, what do you think? Yes papa, no papa.
But do you get if it is against your plans? How do you take it? Like you have your plan, but it's not materializing. So what will be your...
See Mataji, making plan is in my hand. Discussing the plan as a family, it is in my hand. But at the end of the day, execution, that is in Krishna's hand. We have to have some level of surrender to him. Not everything what I plan works. Right? Not everything. But having no plan is a plan to fail. That is a bigger statement. Most of the time we don't have a plan. Wouldn't have made a plan at 21. 25 में शादी नहीं होती. All my friends got married at 28, 30. Right? When they were not even PR. वो America. See, जो होता है अच्छा होता है. I came to Australia, within 1.5 years PR हो गया. और वो लोग वहां गए 28, 30 में शादी नहीं हो रही है, हस्बैंड एक सिटी में रह रहा है, वाइफ दूसरी सिटी में रह रहे, and their kids are half my kids' age now. Is it making sense? So what Krishna wants and how he reveals his plan, it is completely different. I was completely shocked or taken away at that time in 1999. But then by 2004, I had a PR, घर हो गया, गाड़ी हो गई, बीवी यहाँ पे, बीवी का PR हो गया. It was like a super fast track. And when I was looking at my counterparts, my close friends in US, अभी शादी भी नहीं हुई है, उनका ग्रीन कार्ड भी नहीं आया है. And they still struggle after 20 years in US. और डोनाल्ड ट्रम्प की मेहरबानी अभी. Right? ट्रम्प भाई ने मूड चेंज किया तो सब मूड चेंज हो जाता है वहाँ पे. And we are so blessed. Yes? So we are very fortunate. We are very fortunate. And I keep saying this. If you cannot do bhakti in New Zealand, if you cannot do bhakti in Australia, you cannot do bhakti anywhere in the world. This may sound very heavy, but ये लिख लो. अगर यहाँ पे अगर भक्ति नहीं कर सकते ना माता जी, तो हम वृंदावन में भी नहीं करेंगे. This is heaven on earth. This is heaven on earth. We have no idea दुनिया में क्या चल रहा है रोटी कपड़ा मकान के चक्कर में. Right? So we are very blessed, and especially not because he's over here, you are very blessed to have Amrish Maharaj and Mataji as a leader in your congregation. They're very, very simple people, very amazing devotees, and you are absolutely blessed. I have come over here to get their association so that there's some improvement in our life. So please give a round of applause to Amrish Maharaj and Mataji.
This is called paid advertisement.
Right. So, is that okay, Mataji? So write it down. Be very clear कि क्या चाहिए जीवन में से. नहीं तो ऐसे जीवन चले जाएगा माताजी. ऐसा जा ही रहा है. कोई रोक नहीं पा रहा है. But if you don't write it down, then it will just go away.
So I think probably the underlying question is, like whenever you are writing that, are you actually discussing that with
Yes.
Mataji that this is the goal that we should do, or she has her own plan and you have her own plan, or this is a family plan?
This is a family plan.
तो मतलब आप सब लोग discuss करके then you are deciding कि ये होने वाला है.
Correct.
So it is not like decided just by Prabhu ji.
हाँ.
But at least for the closest relation, you are deciding, talking to them. But
Correct.
Like for example, your parent-in-laws, you are not discussing.
No.
You are deciding what kind of things
Between us.
Yeah.
Correct. Wealth we discuss, health we discuss. And for example, last year I already told her कि चतुर्मास में 4 महीने में क्या खाना है, क्या नहीं खाना है, वो साल के पहले डिसाइड हो जाता है. Right? So we decide that already. Damodar month में only 1 month we'll have khichdi. 1 month only खिचड़ी, वो 1 साल के पहले डिसाइड हो जाता है. So that mind is clear. When the time comes for Damodar, 30 days only खिचड़ी. It's a blissful. I'm telling you, you should all try this. 30 दिन सिर्फ खिचड़ी खाओ, आपका जीवन देखो कितना अच्छा हो जाएगा. आज सुबह बात कर रहे थे. Yesterday only we were talking खिचड़ी, right? You have खिचड़ी every day morning and see. Correct. Mataji, the most difficult question which I get of the day is at 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock. शाम में क्या खाएगा? My God, that is the most difficult question of the whole day. It is easy to answer the question which Parikshit Maharaj asked to Sukhdev Goswami rather than answering this question to my wife. कि शाम में क्या खाएगा? And 99% the answer is decided. 99% answer तो पहले से decided होता ही है, but they just want our पूछ लेना, just approval. कि यार husband को पूछ ले, तू भी क्या याद करेगा? लेकिन वो सब बना हुआ दे रहता है, right? Same again, Chirag and family. So if you have your cousins over here, or friends over here, or family, or in-laws, or whatever you want from their relationship, please write it down, right? Once, into 2022, I didn't write anything for Chirag and family. And my son Neve, when he saw this, he said, Papa, have you given up hopes on them? Because he saw that. Because every year I used to write, Chirag should have gone in that DTs at home. Varsha should get initiated, right? And everything happened 1 or 2 years late. But for the first time in 2022, I didn't write anything. So my youngest son said, Papa, have you given hopes on Kaka? Because my brother is still not into Krishna consciousness, we were discussing. Have you given hopes on Kaka? I said, nahi beta, aayega, chinta mat. So you write it down over here. Right? Again, very important, health. Right? We take health for granted. Mano ya na mano. Right? So please plan your health. I was sharing this when I got married in 2001. I was 70 kilos, and after 24 years, I'm still around 70s, 74, 75, 74, 75. So all glories goes to my wife. खाती नहीं है और खिलाती नहीं है. नरेंद्र मोदी का स्टाइल है उसका, खाऊंगा नहीं खिलाऊंगा नहीं, right? वो खाती नहीं है, but she's very strict on me. इतना ही. So, but it helps. All glories to her, right? All glories. So नरेंद्र मोदी का वैसा है ना, मैं खाऊंगा नहीं और खिलाऊंगा नहीं. घूस नहीं लेता है और घूस खाने भी नहीं देता है. ऐसा ही मीठा खाती नहीं है और मीठा कम खिलाती है मुझे, तो it's good. But it's good to write down your health. What is the target? If you're 80, I want to be 75. How am I going to be 75? What is that I'm going to do to reduce my weight or increase my weight or whatever that you want to achieve out of your health? But if you don't write it and if you don't review it every 2 weeks, nothing is going to change. You mante ho na? If you don't change anything now, that means you don't want to change anything. And change is constant. Change is constant. So if you don't adapt to change, if you don't plan changes in your life, then that means you don't want to change. So my humble request, please write down wealth. Right? For example, your 40s. कब retire होना है? कितने पैसे चाहिए retirement के time पे? Now, how much money do you have now? How much money do you need at that time, at 50, 55, 60, whatever that age is? So for example, Omkar Prabhu, you're 30. Then plan, when do I want to get married? When do I want to have kids? How much money do I need? And every year, it will help you immensely. You may think, abhi ka to job ka ठिकाना नहीं है, शादी नहीं हुई है, अब से क्या सोचना? No. Don't. If you think other way around, I want this by this age, then it will happen. In 2013, I wanted to get initiated in 2014. I planned 2012 May, I planned 2014 first initiation, 2016 second initiation. I planned in 2012. And it didn't happen. Everything got shifted by 1 year. I got first initiation in 2015, second initiation in 2017. But at least I planned. I had a desire. I worked towards it. But nahi hua, ek saal delay ho gaya, temple processes or whatever. But at least plan. If you don't plan, it is a plan to fail. Right? Any questions on wealth? Because this is the question, यहाँ पे बहुत discussion हो सकते हैं. How much time do we have? 1 o'clock, no? Okay. All right, 3-4 minutes, very quickly. 1 o'clock ना भूख लगी ना, and hungry people are angry people, so I don't want. Any question on wealth? समझ में आ रहा है सब कुछ? Okay, yes प्रभु जी.
Sometimes I feel that you can't ever retire in New Zealand. Because the way how the tax system works, how the GST works, how the things works, everything here. All these ones you can never. India I can understand, but how can we plan that one? Because
So before you answer that, just devil's advocate, I think completely oppositely. That in India and now those countries, it's hard to retire because economic realities are so hard. In countries like a social development company where you have social development organization, you get pension, and you get looked at by state, you can retire at any point in time. In fact, we see youngsters living their entire lives on dole, on benefits. But still, we don't know how much is enough, when to stop. That is my problem personally.
Correct. Thank you. Identifying problem, it is a big thing. Most of the people don't even know problem क्या है. Because my problem is what I need, what other need. My problem is I need what others need. That is the problem. But if you think कि मुझे इतना ही चाहिए, then it will be easy. So coming back to the question, how if you have to plan, Prabhu, by properties, by stocks, by commodities. There are ways to make money. Prabhu, there's a lot of money in this country. पैसे उड़ रहे हैं, पकड़ना आना चाहिए.
Session कब कर वाला?
Right. Correct. Maybe that is during Prashadam time. That this is part 2, Prashadam time. But Prabhu, there's money flying in this country. In every first world country, there is money flying. We just have to hold it. And I'll tell you, I came to Australia in 1999 with $50 US. सिर्फ $50 US वो भी किसी मेरे अंकल ने मुझे दिए थे. My dad had no money to give it to me. And when I landed on 25th of July 1999, 25th of July 1999, when I landed in Melbourne, I came thinking my brother is having money. And my brother was thinking मैं पैसे लेके आ रहा हूँ. And I came in contest, I landed, and वो पे contest में meat दे रहे थे. I didn't have any food. So when I came out of the airport, I asked Chirag, my brother, अरे भूख लगी कुछ खाना खिला. कितने पैसे लाया? मैं क्या बात कर रहा है? मैं ऐसे तेरे पास कितने पैसे? बोलता I have got $3.50. And then from that $3.50, we went to a Hungry Jack's. यहाँ पे है Hungry Jack's? It's like a McDonald's. Burger. So we went to Hungry Jack's. उसमें burger था $3.25 का. Veg Supreme. $3.25. पहले वो खाया. उसके बाद, so this is where I started, Prabhu. $50 US, and उसके पास $3.5 थे. Right? So this country has a lot of money to be made. We just have to plan. We have to work on it. Stocks, commodities. Prabhu, money is flying in this country. You just have to make it. But we have to associate. We have to plan. There's a bhakti mein badna hai, to you have to associate with like-minded people. Sang vaisa rang, an vaisa man. So ऐसे पैसे बनाना है, तो you have to associate with people who are making money. And you will make money. There is no doubt about it. But as Prabhu said, कितना चाहिए? कब चाहिए? If you don't know where to put a stop, then unlimited commas will be there. And then we'll go into coma and die. Right? There's unlimited commas. जो भी चाहूँ वो मैं पाऊँ जिंदगी में. You know, शाहरुख खान का गाना था ना? Yes, boss. Right? So, बस इतना ही ख्वाब है. There was a song like this, no? आपने नहीं, he's a pure devotee. So they don't know this song. Right? So pure devotees don't know this song, but yes, boss का एक गाना था. जो भी चाहूँ वो मैं पाऊँ. For that you have to be a Complan boy. Right? So same thing with career. If you're in IT or if you're in medical or whatever your field is, don't shy away from growth. Don't shy away from getting more and more advanced, because if you are where you are and if you don't upgrade yourself within 5 years, you'll be gone. You'll be gone. Okay? And family and society, we spoke about it. You know, what do you want to do for all the 3 ashrams? What do you want to give to Krishna consciousness next year? Write it down. Put the money aside. Whatever you have to do, put time aside. Tan, man, and dhan. I'll give 5 hours a week. I'll give 10 hours a week. I'll give 2 hours a week. Right? I'll give X amount of donations a year. Whatever it is, but write it down. If you don't write it down, nothing is going to happen. Okay? We'll stop here. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Any comments, questions, corrections from what we have discussed? Yes, sir. Aparna Mata.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. My question was around wealth. So when we come into Krishna consciousness, there is slight detachment from wealth accumulation. I was recently joining a webinar with a wealth creator from the US. He's also a devotee, initiated devotee, and he was a monk as well. And I told him the same problem. That how do we drive ourselves to accumulate wealth, but in a Krishna conscious way? How do we avoid this sense of guilt? Oh my God, I have to make money. So, how do we have to stop over endeavoring, because to make money it takes endeavor, isn't it?
It does.
So over endeavoring for money can potentially take me away from devotion at some stage. That's my fear. How real or how unreal it is, I don't know. But can you throw some light on that aspect?
8th chapter, 7th verse, Bhagavad Gita. Tasmat sarvesu kalesu mad anusmara yuddhacha. Right? So Krishna says, you fight, but think about me. Right? And Arjun, for the first couple of days, he was not fighting with passion. He was fighting in the mode of goodness. Arrow को चुम्मा मार के छोड़ता था. Right? जा बेटे, जाके इसको मार. तो कुछ होता नहीं था. Then Krishna chastised Arjun in the war. अभी भगवत गीता समझाया, अक्ल नहीं आया तुझे, फटाफट shoot Bhishma Dev. And then Arjun got into passion mode from ignorance, from goodness to passion. The reason I'm saying this, if we are grahasthas, we cannot earn money in the mode of goodness. ऊपर वाला देखेगा, पैसे आ जाएंगे. No. We have to make money. We have to be aggressive in making money, but not for ourselves. Not for sense gratification, Mataji. But मैं पैसे इसलिए बना रहा हूँ कि life simple जीऊँगा. I will live a life which is very simple. पैसे इसलिए बना रहा हूँ, I will save money and I'll retire fast, so that I can spend more time in Krishna consciousness. In a purport in Bhagavatam, Prabhupada writes, the last 20 years should be spent exclusively on Krishna consciousness. How many years? The last 20 years. But कब से शुरू होता है? पता नहीं. Correct. We have already, maybe 19th year already. We don't know. So we have to make money, Mataji. But I said we have 3 quadrants. Bhajan, Bhojan and Manoranjan. So जो 9 to 5 का जो टाइम है ना, उसमें endeavor में compromise नहीं करना चाहिए. 9 to 5, we don't have to do 2 jobs and weekend jobs. वो सब करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. 9 to 5 में दिल लगा के काम करो और पैसे बनाओ. उसमें पीछे मत पड़ो. Don't compromise on that. Career में 9 to 5 में. ऐसा नहीं फिर गधों की तरह 12-12 घंटे काम कर रहे हो, 14 घंटे काम कर रहे हो. That is foolishness. But 9 to 5, don't compromise, and we are not compromise. That is also seva. That is also seva, because if I don't work hard, I cannot look after my family. I have to look after the 3 other ashrams, and I want to retire at 50, 55, 60, whatever that age is. We don't want to work like till 65, for pension ke bharose, whatever that is. We want to have a lifestyle which is more conducive for Krishna consciousness. So we have to be very passionate and aggressive 9 to 5, because that is our war. Krishna told Arjun to be passionately fight. You cannot fight in goodness. Correct? Can you fight in goodness? Chumma laga ke aisa nahi hoga. You can't fight like that, right? You have to fight because it is a war. And we are at war with Maya. All of us are in a war with Maya. So we have to do what we have to do. So we plan whatever your age is. For example, you're 30 or 35, right? I want to retire at 50. 15 saal baki hai. Let me work backwards. 15 years, okay, I want 1.5 million or $2 million to retire, whatever that number is, right? How will I achieve it? Work backwards, plan, and it will happen. आगे होगा, पीछे होगा, but होगा जरूर. और नहीं भी हुआ ना माता जी, आपको दुख नहीं होगा कि नहीं हुआ, क्योंकि at least you put in effort. फिर कृष्णा की जो इच्छा है, ये तो मानते हो ना? At least see, at the end of the day, see, Prabhupada met Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Maharaj in 1922. He got initiated after 11 years, 1933. He left India in 1966, 40 years ke baad. How much did he try? How much did he? Can you imagine? 40 years ke baad Prabhupada went. Not 1931 के बाद 1932 में नहीं गए वो. He tried so many things. He preached to the top wealthy man. Then he preached to the politician. Then he opened League of Devotees. क्या नहीं किया प्रभुपाद जी ने? But at least he tried and tried and tried and tried. And then when Krishna gave him success, it was unparalleled. Similarly, अगर हम try नहीं करेंगे ना, तो कुछ नहीं होगा. But try करेंगे ना, तो परंपरा विल हेल्प. कृष्णा हेल्प करेंगे नहीं वो तो ही पता, लेकिन अपनी परंपरा जरूर हेल्प करेगी, ये पूरा भरोसा है. एंड व्हेन द परंपरा हेल्प्स, कृष्णा झक मार के हेल्प करेंगे, बिकॉज अपने साथ प्रभुपाद है. इज दिस मेकिंग सेंस? सो व्हेन अ डिवोटी इज विद यू, कृष्णा इज विद यू. सो वी आर डूइंग दिस फॉर प्रभुपाद कि मुझे लास्ट 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, आई वांट टू रिटायर. एंड देन यू लिव योर लाइफ अकॉर्डिंगली ऑल्सो. ऐसा नहीं कि पैसे कमा रहे हो उड़ा रहे हो. कभी एक घर से दूसरा घर से तीसरा घर, एक गाड़ी से दूसरी गाड़ी से. फिर कृष्णा को पता है ये इसको पैसे दे रहा हूँ मैं, ये उड़ा रहा है, उसे अच्छा तो मत दो. सो लाइफ सिंपल लिविंग, हाई थिंकिंग. सिंप्लिसिटी से जितना रहोगे ना, पैसे अपने आप बचेंगे. राइट? आई कीप सेइंग, जो कृष्णा कॉन्शियसनेस में है ना, जो 4 रेगुलेटरी प्रिंसिपल्स करता है ना पालन, उसके पास इतने पैसे ऑटोमेटिकली बच जाते हैं कि एवरी सेकेंड और थर्ड ईयर ही कैन बाय एन इन्वेस्टमेंट प्रॉपर्टी. नो इलिसिट सेक्स, नो अल्कोहल. जिसने अल्कोहल नहीं पिया, सिगरेट नहीं पिया, तंबाकू नहीं खाया, उसका $100-150 पर वीक का खर्चा बच जाता है. माता जी मानते हो या नहीं? $100 to $150 a week you can easily save. बाहर का खाना नहीं खाते हो, उसका another $50-100 per week बच जाते हैं. Imagine what amount of savings we have, Krishna has given to us just by following these 4 regulative principles. उतने पैसे बचा के you can buy an investment property, invest in stocks, invest in commodity. मैं लास्ट वीक ही बता रहा था, I invested in stocks for $5,000 सोना, 5,000 रुपीज सोना था, फिर 7 में लिया, फिर 11 में लिया, 33 में लिया था, अभी 1 के ऊपर हो गया ना, 1.25 लाख. देखो हाउ इट वर्क्स माता जी. सो छोटा छोटा बचाओ और इन्वेस्ट करो. इन्वेस्ट, प्लान प्रॉपर्ली, दैट इज अ पॉइंट. जरूर होगा. और सब होने के बाद अगर नहीं हुआ ना, आपको अफसोस नहीं होगा. दैट इज अ बिगर थिंग. गिल्ट फील नहीं होगा. व्हेन यू आर इन लास्ट ब्रेथ ऑफ योर लाइफ, इन कोमा, इन आईसीयू समवेयर, एटलीस्ट आपको लगेगा राधा रानी, आई डिड एवरीथिंग व्हाट वाज टोल्ड एंड आई डिड इट. And that is much bigger satisfaction rather than anything else. ठीक है?
That's wonderful. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mata ji. Yes, Mukesh Prabhu.
Those who listen today and want to embrace this model, the 1-year plan, उसके क्या suggest करोगे? 1 year तो सही है, immediate plan. How long further out in life they should take? 5 year होके फिर उसको 1 year लेके आना है. That can give that.
Whatever you're comfortable, whatever your age is, right? If someone is at say 30, that the parameters are different. Someone is at 50, the parameters are different. Someone at 70, the parameters can be different. But then you can work it out. Let me plan for 3 years. Let me just start somewhere. It is better to have an incorrect plan rather than having no plan, right? The problem in life is we have imperfect relationship with a perfect person. The problem in life is we have imperfect relationship with the perfect person. Right? If similarly, it is better to have an incorrect plan rather than thinking कि plan मेरा perfect होना चाहिए. No. But if even if you have incorrect plan, you have room to improve. Correct? ये साल नहीं तो next साल improve करोगे, उसके बाद के साल में improve करोगे. Okay, let me tweak this, let me work on this. But having no plan is a plan to fail.
Thank you. One last question. You have very good memory. Remember dates, plans. Have you worked? Is it God gifted, or did you do something to make your memory sharper?
मेरी वाइफ पीछे हंस रही है. Just turn around.
Wedding anniversary date की बात नहीं कर रहा हूँ.
हाँ.
बाकी dates की बात कर रहा हूँ.
Oh, she knows. I'm fully dependent on her. नहीं है मेरी मेमोरी नहीं. क्या कौन सी डेट है वो? अच्छा, वो तो भी some dates तो याद रहेगा ना बाबू जी.
मिल जाता हूँ.
You're detached. You're detached, I'm attached. You're completely detached. This is the sign of detachment. This is the sign of attachment. और कुछ नहीं है प्रभु. नहीं. But this is good, Prabhu. When you have a daily plan and I can guarantee anybody over here, you do this for 3 months. 3 महीने के लिए plan करो and see how आपका दिनचर्या कैसा बदल जाता है. You get more time, right? Because everybody has the same amount of time. But when you respect time, time expands. And when time expands, you can do a lot more on a day-to-day basis, whether it is health, wealth,
I just want to add something here.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So
You're right.
I retired 4 years ago. So like you said though, I didn't have a plan written, but I had things to do, and somehow I was able to follow some things I couldn't, like Krishna did the rest of the work, kind of thing. But when you come after retirement, then there's not much of a plan. But you still have, not particularly Krishna's work, but I do a lot of Krishna's related work, as well as donation is one thing, but working like you, I do that same thing. So, but I have a lot of time in my hand. I have no plan for that.
So thank you, Prabhu. Thank you. You made a very important point. That's the reason I was saying, पैसे कमाना ना प्रभु बहुत आसान है. जब नहीं होते ना तो लगता है कि that is the most difficult part. But earning money, having money, it is the easiest bit. But planning a life which is Krishna conscious 24 hours a day and spending the time, that is the most difficult bit. So even if everybody gets $5 million tomorrow, how many of us can chant 128 rounds every day? टेस्ट ही नहीं है. करोगे क्या? 16 राउंड के बाद फिर वही टीवी, फिर वही मोबाइल, फिर वही टाइम पास करेंगे. करेक्ट? यस और नो? प्लीज बी ऑनेस्ट. है ना? बिकॉज वी डोंट हैव टेस्ट. फिर वो घर पे बीवी के साथ चिक करेगा, फिर बच्चों के साथ चिक करेंगे, फिर वो ग्रैंड किड्स के साथ टाइम पास करेंगे. नो, दिस ह्यूमन फॉर्म ऑफ लाइफ इज वेरी रेयर बिकॉज वी डोंट वैल्यू आवर लाइफ, वी डोंट प्लान इट प्रॉपरली. See, if you give a gold coin to a 1.5 year, 2-year-old boy, he will have no understanding of what it is and he will throw it away. Correct? Yes or no? Similarly, we don't value what we have now. And the bigger problem is we are not afraid of post-death. An intelligent person has post-death plan. I'll take 5 more minutes, Amrish Maharaj, if that's okay. Huh? Is that okay? 5 minutes? An intelligent person has a post-death plan. That means कि मरने के बाद मुझे क्या करना है, कहाँ जाना है. If we are not planning post-death plan ना, then we will not plan this life properly. Because we have a very short-term vision, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 80 years, 100 years. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Maharaj said every disciple should have a post-death plan. After my life, I'll be with Radha Rani. I'll be in Golok Vrindavan. We should be Krishna conscious and Krishna confident simultaneously. So we should be Kali cautious, which is KC, Kali cautious. We should be afraid of Maya. Simultaneously, we should be Krishna conscious and Krishna confident. That after this life, this is my last life. I'm not going to come back again. Ye life ke baad I'm not. But for that, we have to have a post-death plan. So to come to New Zealand on 21st September, I got the tickets. सस्ती टिकट मिलेगी, क्रिसमस सस्ता है, क्रिसमस के डे पे निकलूंगा तो सस्ता मिलेगा. एक $1,500 बचाने के लिए आई प्लान इन सितंबर टू कम इन दिसंबर. प्रभु, ये जीवन के बाद अगर किसी माँ के पेट में नहीं जाना है तो हाउ मच प्लानिंग वी हैव टू हैव. Lot of plan. And if we don't plan, we think making money and having good grandkids around and good wife around, it is param sukh. No. Day before yesterday, my grandfather, sort of grandfather, he passed away. He was 94. Very pious person. Because my grandfather passed away before I was born. So he looked after me as a grandfather. But he was a very, ye dhyan se sunna Prabhuji. He was 94. And last 15, 18 years, he completely retired from office. Before he passed away, because he didn't have any taste in Krishna consciousness, all day he was watching TV. He was playing cards, he was used to go for a walk, and he was very happy. कि मैंने अपनी सब ड्यूटी निभा ली है. One day before he passed away, he couldn't sleep in the night. So he woke up his son. बेटा मेरे साथ पत्ते खेल. So 3 o'clock in the morning till 6 o'clock in the morning, बाप बेटे दोनों पत्ते खेल रहे हैं. Look at the consciousness. All due respect, he's like my grandfather. I felt very bad. I told Ojaswini. So retirement life means a life which is more busy than before retirement. Retirement life means being more busy before retirement. See, we have green signal, yellow signal, and red signal, na? 3 colors. So till green means till 40. After 40 it is yellow. And from yellow it is red. So most of us are in which signal? Figure out. And from कभी भी yellow से green नहीं होता. Yellow से कहाँ जाते हैं? Red. और जिसको हमें जिसकी पड़ी है ना, उनको हमारी नहीं पड़ी है. I repeat. जिसको हमें जिसकी पड़ी है, उनको हमारी नहीं पड़ी. I don't know how you इंग्लिश में समझ गए ना? समझ गए ना सब्जेक्ट? So people who we are concerned about, they are not concerned about us. Accept it or not? मानते हो नहीं? जिसको हम जिसकी चिंता करते हैं, वो हमारे चिता पे आग लगाने वाला है. I repeat. हम जिसकी चिंता करते हैं, वो हमारी चिता पे आग लगाने वाला है. तो हम किसकी चिंता कर रहे हैं? Who are we worried about? Think with depth. This is coming from Bhagavatam. So retirement life means a life soaked like rasgulla in Krishna consciousness. So we should not be wasting one moment after 50. Heavy हो गया? हाँ? Sorry, you are very elder to me if I have said anything which is not appropriate.
Do I say I have extra time in my time?
If you have extra time, contact him. He needs extra money and he needs extra people. You can give both to him. So he stops calling me.
आपको छुटकारा नहीं मिलेगा.
This is also post-paid advertisement. Right? Yes. Anything else from anybody?
Best bargain on Boxing Day with your lecture.
Yes. Yeah. Before we stop, can we do a rapid fire round? You know what is a rapid fire round? Coffee with Karan आप लोगों ने नहीं देखी होगी ना? नहीं देखी. किसी ने Coffee with Karan नहीं देखी. Coffee with Karan was a show where he has rapid fire round. So we'll have a very rapid fire round. 1 point from today's discussion, which is a takeaway point at home. Is that okay? Everybody has to give 1 point within 2 or 5 seconds. No break. Your time starts now. Omkar Prabhu, 1 point. What is the key takeaway from today's discussion?
You have to note down what not to do as well.
What not to do? Thank you.
Have a plan.
Have a plan. Not to waste time. Thank you, Mataji.
Focus on the thing.
Focus.
Focus on one thing at a time.
One thing at a time. Have a plan. No repeats. No. नहीं फटाफट भूख लगी.
Less eating.
Less eating. Thank you. No, it's good. Yeah, less eating. Yeah.
Review your plan.
Review your plan every fortnight. Plan बना के रख दिया और फिर review नहीं किया तो क्या पाया? Okay, Prabhu. Post death plan. Thank you, Hemant Prabhu.
I can retire now.
You can retire now. Materially and spiritually both? Materially. No. Material retirement तो एक चीटी भी हो जाती है. चीटी भी ऐसे खड़ी हो जाती है कई बार. Spiritual retirement जब तक नहीं होगा ना, don't even think about material retirement. So this plan should have, this is 2 tracks. Retirements में 2 tracks. Material retirement and spiritual. जब तक spiritual retirement taste नहीं आएगा ना, materially retire हो जाओगे ना, फिर बीवी के साथ झगड़ा होगा, बच्चों के साथ झगड़ा होगा, क्योंकि we have time. क्या करेंगे? उनकी लाइफ में उंगली करेंगे हम लोग. Yes or no? Yeah, ऐसे होता है. Thank you, Prabhu. No more Indian news. Yeah, give a round of applause. Yes. You know what is news? News means never. No. Okay. News means, what does news mean? We made that formula. Not a never ending worthless story. What is news? Never ending worthless stories. उसमें आप पेपर में डाल के ऐसे 5-5, 3-3 घंटा बैठे रहते लोग बेवकूफ़ों की तरह, और आज के पेपर की कल कोई वैल्यू नहीं होती, रद्दी के भाव में भी कोई खरीदता नहीं है, उसमें बेवकूफ़ों की तरह 3-3, 5-5, आधा घंटा, व्हाट इज द पॉइंट? थैंक यू होस्ट प्रभु जी.
Plan for everything, not only ourselves, to the family, close family, and then the extended family and the society.
Jai. Thank you. माता जी.
Perfect planning on the time.
Yes.
The timing is perfect. I
Thank
want
you.
the time, perfect time.
Jai. Yes प्रभु. मुकेश प्रभु.
So I run out of the points. मैं पहले बोल दूँगा.
Yeah.
What my takeaway is, how is the most important thing? Having vision कुछ काम नहीं करेगा. How do I plan to achieve it?
Correct.
Thank you.
Thank you. प्रभु.
Plan for what to do and also what not to do.
Very good. What to do, क्या चाहिए और क्या नहीं चाहिए. Because if you do both, your character and your consciousness will improve. माता जी. खिचड़ी पर जय. These are punishment. Punishment.
Many decided.
प्रभु जी.
Supposed to be a discussion.
Not a punishment, sir. Nourishment.
Management. Yes, Prabhuji, one point.
Be Krishna consciousness, not Kali consciousness.
Yes, be Krishna conscious and Kali conscious simultaneously, then you'll be Krishna confident. We should be Krishna confident. Thank you. Aparna Mataji.
There are multiple, Prabhuji. I'll have to choose one. Maybe the one you said, to have some buffer in the plan.
Yes.
So I can achieve my goals. So.
You won't be under pressure if you don't have buffer. Thank you. Anybody else from the back? Yes, Mataji.
Having vertical columns in my planner.
Yes, have everything. Mataji.
Having no plan is an instant fail.
Having no plan is an instant fail. Yes, beta.
Write down everything and it will come true.
Write down everything and it will come true. Give a round of applause to Priyesh. Yeah. Ah, very good. I've been listening. Yes, beta. Would you like to say something? Yes.
Try your best.
Try your best and leave the rest. Try your best and leave the rest. Mataji, abjo.
Plan post-death.
Have a post-death plan. Very important. If you just start having post-death plan, na, then this life will be easy. दिक्कतें आएगी, तकलीफ आएगी, but then because you're planning for post-death, ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं है. Anybody else? Yes, Prabhuji.
Make the plan and follow the plan.
Follow the plan. Be consistent. What is important in life? Intensity or consistency? Consistency. With intensity, you can make a plan tomorrow. Right? But if it is not consistently done, then intensity has no value. Mataji. Plan and review fortnightly. Thank you. Prabhuji. Improve day by day. Thank you. Yes.
Focus on personal growth plan.
Focus on person. Yeah, thank you. The kids, the daughters are. You're trying to hide away? No, I'm also trying to swing this way and that way. Yes.
Learn from your plans so I can make better advancements.
Learning from the plan will make better advancement. Thank you. Very deep point. Thank you. Yes.
Don't give up if you don't make immediate success.
Very good. Give a round of applause. Jai. Very good. Don't give up if you don't make immediate success. Very deep point. See? Thank you. Anybody else did I miss apart from? Yes. Oh, I didn't wanted to ask you.
I can give you Prabhu also.
नहीं आप लोग बड़े.
Don't retire. Work hard for Krishna service.
Yes.
And
Don't.
Even your own example, which is Guru Maharaj said, even you plan to retire, the Guru Maharaj has given a special instruction to work hard because so we can. There's no retirement when come to the Krishna service.
There's a beautiful lecture of Anand Vrindavan Prabhu. There's no retirement in Krishna consciousness. The lecture का नाम ही है. There is no retirement in Krishna consciousness. So we don't retire ever. We retire from the so-called material life. But if we retire, we intensify our Krishna consciousness so much. There's no time at all. Thank you. Thank you, Prabhu. I won't ask Prabhu, Mataji. No.
Have a plan for, I'll just share, have a plan for after retirement as well, about your time. That was good point.
Yes, because retiring is very easy, Prabhu. पैसे, I'm telling you, जब पैसे नहीं होते ना, and I've seen hardship in my life. You can imagine, सिर्फ $50 लेके आया था. So I know what I'm talking about. Making money when you don't have may seem the goal of life, but when you have money, I'm telling you, it doesn't have everything in itself. It is important. It is very blissful. It gives a piece of life, but having spiritual life, which is intense and consistency, is more important. नहीं तो बोर हो जाओगे. Yes, Prabhu.
Clarity is like it's a power, and it's like a magnifying glass. So when you're focusing with magnifying to a particular point, it can burn. But if you're filling it, changing it, it will not burn.
Jai. So focus is very important in life. Thank you. Anybody else? If I missed, yes, Mataji. Yes, yes, yes. Multitasking doesn't work. When I was working in NBN, they said men's are horrible in multitasking. Men's are, my wife tells me three things. ना मैं एक भी बराबर नहीं करता. वो एक चीज बोलती है तो मैं बराबर करता हूँ. So it is better to just focus on one thing and get it done and then move to the next. But we do multitasking by chanting. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. So I would like to thank our host and Mataji. Thank you so much for inviting. Amrish Maharaj, thank you so much for giving me an opportunity to talk. And thank you. If you come to Melbourne ever, I live right behind the temple. So if I come to know that you have come to Melbourne without meeting me, giving your association, I'll have to complain to Amrish Maharaj. So you better come to my house. मेरा घर मंदिर के पीछे ही है. It is 1 minute walk. So whenever you come to Melbourne, it is an open invitation to one and all. Please come, give your association. Hare Krishna. Yes.
I want to share one thing.
Yes, Prabhu.
Here we have a very good system, like daily our japa and then planning thing.
Sadhana chart.
Sadhana chart. So we use online. So that after doing that one, it made a big difference. Because the spiritual things is planned for the day, and then we can move around other things. So one is nailed down, so that makes easy to move other things. So it was very hard in the starting time, but it makes much easier.
So Sanivas Prabhu gets up every day at 1:30, 2 o'clock. Every day he gets up at 1:30, 2 o'clock, and his sadhana is at a different level. So please take some guidance, association from Amrish Maharaj, and Sanivas Prabhu and Amrish Maharaj. You are very blessed. Honestly, Mataro, you all of you are very blessed. You have association of Amrish Maharaj and Mataji, amazing devotees. So please take the best out of them and help the Wellington congregation to grow. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, everyone. So it was a very wonderful session today. As I said in the beginning, that it is going to be a practical aspect. I hope you understood now why I was saying it. And personally, I will actually mention this. I have had a similar kind, a little different, but I have also learned. For many years, I have been actually having a plan like this, as well as various different tools that I have used in my life. But from today's session as well, I actually selected some points by which I can improve that plan as well. And I'm sure that what Prabhuji has mentioned is immensely valuable, because whatever tools that I created over a period of time and then I have shared with all of you, personally I have implemented them, and if you have this consistent use of some tools, I can tell you that life will change. But as Prabhuji is saying, if you say that nahi, arey ho jayega, everything will be done over a period of time, and you do not plan, then nothing will happen, will not improve. So it is really, really important. It is a very apt time. It is the end of the year, and New Year is time. New Year is starting. Time is actually just flowing, but it is just some abrupt time to 2025 is finishing, 2026 is starting. So it's a good time. We can start 2026 by making a plan. Like this next 4 days are available. Use those to discuss with your family members and then make a plan for yourself. And so that from 1st of January, you can start implementing. If you can start implementing immediately tomorrow, that's nothing like it. But at least use these 3-4 days to think properly, make a plan. I will take those templates from Prabhuji and I'll share with all of you. And use those templates to make your plan and plan to change, plan to transform your life. So I would really like to thank Ojasvi Prabhu that he has come all the way from Melbourne to give his association to all of us so that we can learn. And thank you to Her Grace Ojasvi Mataji for Prabhuji said that Mataji doesn't feed, but if you go to Melbourne, you will understand that Mataji is a very wonderful cook and she will feed everyone. So let us thank both of them by chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
So I'll share the templates with Amrish Maharaj. In a fortnight time, we can have another touch base because I'll be organizing an online session for Melbourne devotees because they have made the plan. So if you want to attend, if you have any questions or if you want to ask anything, you can ask that time also. I'll try to match the timing so that it can be one session for everybody.
His Grace Ojasvi Prabhu ji ki
Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Or Premanande.